Hello, my name is Miranda Robinson, and I'm here to talk about insurance, the policies, what you need to look for, what you don't need to look for or avoid. So let's get up into this and let's find out what policy is right for you. Most of the time, you really have to ask around to find a person who has an insurer already. You have to ask the questions of how long have they been with them, and how good is their insurance, how good is the coverage, how is it helping them, has it ever actually helped them in the long run. Doing some research about it. Now, once you find your insurer, you have to do a lot of research because you don't know these people. You want to think about these questions. How many years of service have they been in? And how many people have they helped within that term? Because if they can't help a lot of people in that term, they're not going to help you. Now, finding someone that could help, you could call the office in your area if there is one. Going online to chat with a representative is always good. Calling customer service could help, or going to the website. Regardless, you will find somebody that is going to help you. And ask yourself a few questions. What policies do they have? Will this help you in the future? And how much are their policies? Now, most policies nowadays are not too expensive, but they're not exactly cheap either. So we're not all rich. Getting to know what they sell. Look at every policy to see what they have. Some have more than others, and most will have what you're looking for. It just depends on the kind of insurance that you're looking for. If you're looking for life insurance or just accident, um, sick pay, anything like that. Do they offer anything that would help you? It's always a good question. You got to find your policy to fit your budget and know what it is that you're looking for. You need to know what you're looking for so the agent that is going to help you. Looking over the policies, knowing what to look for, knowing what you want, and talk to somebody if needed. You always need to talk to somebody to gather more information about the specific policy that you need. You may actually need one policy thinking that you need this one over here. So now you got to find an agent. Companies will send an agent to you by request to your home or your business. Some will, I should say, not all of them. And you can set up an appointment with an agent at the office or maybe a lunch or just somewhere, public where you and that agent can talk. Now, getting to know your agent, speaking of talking, don't let your guard down at first. Let them do the talking, and most want to build a relationship or a friendship or whatever we want to call it before selling a policy. They want to trust you just as much as you want to trust them. Looking over the policy with the agent. Tell them what you're looking for. Tell them what your budget is and see if they can help finding the right policy for you. Some agents don't want to just sell you one policy, they want to sell you multiple. So you definitely got to ask questions about the specific policies that you are thinking about purchasing. Let them explain the policy to you first. Let them tell you what is specifically in that policy. Don't be afraid to ask questions and ask what you need to know, not what they want to tell you. You got to catch that one. Gathering information. Gathering information is good to help you and your agent because it'll let you know more about that policy and about this insurer. Knowing what they sell and what you will need will help them. The more information that you gather, you will know, the better off you are. Looking over what you want. Looking over a policy can be confusing. So have your agent explain everything in that policy. Make sure he goes over every detail. If you get stuck or lost, just ask them to go over it again. Most of them will be more than happy to do it. Now let's not oversell it. This is one big thing. Some agents want to sell you everything because you need it. You really don't. Now they're getting paid commission, so most of them want to sell you everything in one go and get that, $500 paycheck or whatever. Don't let them do that. Don't let them oversell it. Now you got to do your paperwork on this, and this is the hardest part is the paperwork. Look over what you want, look over what you need, ask questions about your paperwork because some paperwork can be confusing, especially if you are signing a insurance policy. You definitely want to know all that. You want to know everything that's in that policy. Finalizing your paperwork, you sign your name and you commit to that coverage contract and sit back and relax, so to speak. Now, when you commit to the coverage contract, you're committing not only to them, but you're committing to yourself as well. Setting up payments. No one wants to pay, but it really is needed. What you pay for is what you're going to get back in return. And it will pay off in the long run. So if you just, have an accident one day, they'll help you out with that. That's what they're there for. Look at this. Speaking of, in an accident, let's call your insurer. Tell them what happened. Give them the information that they needed. They need to determine on whether that information that you gave them and the information that the hospital is going to give them, it indeed was an accident, or is your coverage going to pay it? Now, once they confirm that it was an accident, or they will pay it, the insurer will pay you. Gather all the information they need, help them understand if it was an accident or not, and get paid. Now, not every insurance actually pays you, but they will help you out if you're medical insurance or whatever. That's the end of that. Thank you so much. Have a good day.